Mr. August.
Mr. Augustine, we wanted to find out about Mr. Samson's appointment with the THA now that he's now an MP.
Right. So he's not an MP as yet. He is the he's going to be the MP. He has not been sworn in as yet as a member of parliament. Notwithstanding, in keeping with the law, he did in fact tender his resignation to make way to become the MP for Tobago West.
And do you have someone in mind to replace him already?
Yes, I do. Unfortunately, I don't wish to disclose just yet. I need all the legal processes to go through. So he resigned by way of tendering his resignation to the presiding officer of the THA, of the Assembly Legislature, sorry. Who then, in turn, along with myself, will notify the President of the Republic. And thereafter, he receives his instruments as a member of Parliament. We are also not sure what they will instruments to non-cabinet members of Parliament to be, but certainly we're just waiting until we get the signal from the President.
And of course, TPP winning those two Tobago seats, that is momentous for your party. Can you share with us the feeling and the sentiment now that you now have two seats in the lower house?
There is excitement, there is certainly cautious optimism on our part. We are coming into the lower house as a minority, as the smallest party within the framework of the parliament at this time. And so for us, it's about how we navigate that, how we negotiate what Tobago needs, how we articulate the vision, the challenges, and even meeting the solutions for the people of Tobago in the national parliament. And so we are excited for what the future holds. I often take people back to 1976 when Tobago broke ranks with the then PNM and voted for the first time Mr. Robinson and Dr. Murray. We had two standalone MPs that gave rise to the modern Tobago House of Assembly. We weren't part of any government then, we weren't part of any opposition then, and that gave rise to the modern Tobago House of Assembly. So we are very much hopeful and hopeful that we will be able to recreate something similar. Because as you would be aware, we have been fighting for this great autonomy for the longest while. And certainly we are confident that it can in fact happen this time.
So we know that autonomy would definitely be on your wish list. What else? You did say that you haven't spoken to the Prime Minister since the win. What are some of the things that you intend? Is that the right? Yeah. What are some of the things that you intend to put on the table?
So we have the legislative agenda. We also have the funding agenda, and the fact that there are outstanding monies with the House of Assembly that just weren't passed on. There is the fact that we need the central government to appropriate or make more resources available quarterly on block in accordance with the law. There are also elements of Act 40 of 1996 that still have not been realized because we have consistently and almost consecutively had the central governments that have not really respected to the House of Assembly and Act 40 of 1996. So we are hoping that we will recognize a change in the relationship between both islands, between the two executives, the Executive Council in Tobago and the Cabinet in Port of Spain. And with that, we are hopeful that we will be able to see mark the difference in terms of how Tobago is treated.
And of course, the Standouts project with a brand new government coming in. What are your thoughts on this? What is the future of those negotiations?
But nothing changes where that is concerned as far as I'm concerned, because there's a Tobago House Assembly and the Act in the 5th schedule gives the THA responsibility for tourism. So we certainly will continue those conversations so long as Sanders remain open to the idea of returning to Tobago.
There have been some strain between the THA, I should say, and the PNM. Do you think with the UNC that relationship will be better? If so, and why?
I'm hopeful that the relationship will be better this time around. One will appreciate that the PNM is our natural political enemy in Tobago, and certainly some of those sentiments found their way in the relationship between the THA and the central government there. So I am in fact hopeful that that will change and that things will progress in a better way.
So is UNC your friend then? If you repeat everything you're not going to tell me, is the UNC your friend?
Everyone is my friend. I am a Christian, so I don't believe in making enemies. Even those who don't treat you well. It's interesting this passage of scripture that the Prime Minister chose to read this afternoon. Even those that don't treat you well, the good book says that you must treat them well, give them a glass of water, and in so doing you're heaping coals of fire on their head. So everyone is my friend, including the now disposed of Prime Minister and ex-Prime Minister and ex-cabinet. I see all of them as my friends.
Is TPP willing to join in the government of UNC?
That is not a conversation that we have had. Is not something I am contemplating at this point. One would appreciate that for that to be a consideration, I will first need my political party to make that sort of decision, and we have not had that conversation nor that decision. So at this point, that's not a consideration at the moment.
Election, right? Is it something your budget? You haven't actually come